Hi everyone, today I am here to bring you a Pilates Reformer lower body blast. As far as equipment goes, what you need is a reformer, and optionally today I will be using ankle weights. Now my ankle weights are 2 pounds each. They are ball of bangles. Any ankle weights you have will do. If you do not have ankle weights, this workout will still be quite the challenge, so please feel free to omit those if you would like. As always during this workout, please feel free to modify as necessary. Although this is a quick workout, we're going to keep our spring changes minimal and we're going to work at a fairly quick pace. So when you're ready, get your reformer set up and we will get started. All right guys, so I am all set up. I am on one heavy spring. I have my headrest down and my foot bar up. My ankle weights are on. We're gonna start laying down on our backs. So I want you to give yourself a little room between your shoulders and your shoulder blocks and make sure that your body is centered on the carriage. And then bring the arches of your feet onto your foot bar. Reach your arms down by your sides, widen your collarbones, and reach your fingertips towards the end of your carriage. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Take a breath, inhale here to repair, and then exhale, soften the front of the ribs down, and let's roll our hips up into a bridge. Tailbone tucking under, elevating the hips towards the ceiling. Inhale here and exhale, soften the ribs down, rolling down all the way. Now I know the spring is light to begin, so if you do want to put on a heavier spring, please feel free. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, rolling the spine back up into that bridge, and rolling that spine back down, upper back, mid back, lower back, sacrum, tailbone. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, soften the ribs to roll the spine. Hips get high, open up that hip crease. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll that spine down again. Nice. Now if you're shifting the carriage out like I am, come back in. Inhale here. Last time, roll the spine up. Now we are gonna hold the spine up. I want you to reach the carriage out, letting the hips lower slightly. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And then when you're ready, pull the carriage in and see if you can elevate the hips back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend the carriage, let the hips come down a bit. Exhale, pull the carriage in, lift those hips back up a bit. Let's do 4, 3, 2, exhale that breath, last time, and hips come down. Extend one leg forward and then extend the other leg forward, taking a moment. Move your heels onto the foot bar instead of the arches. I'm going to go into a Pilates V on my heels. I have enough of my heel on the foot bar that I feel I can compress my heels down in order to bridge the hips up again. Here, we keep the heels squeezing, arms down by the sides. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, soften the ribs, roll the hips up into that bridge. Knees are shoulder distance apart, heels are squeezing. Inhale at the top, exhale, peel the spine down. Upper back, mid back, lower back, sacrum, tailbone. We'll do 3 more like that. Inhale, exhale, roll. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down. Last 2. One more time. Now we are going to hold the hips up again and repeat that leg extension. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll that spine back up. Hips go high. Now we press the carriage out, soft bend in the knees. Now pull the carriage in, hips go higher. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now can you keep your hips up? Butterfly the knees out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Place your toes on the foot bar. Extend the legs long. Lower one heel at a time under. Just jogging out through the feet for a moment. Nice. Okay, bend your knees, come in, turn onto your side. Headrest can actually 2 options. Headrest can be up with the head down on the headrest, or today I'm gonna come up onto my forearm in front or behind the shoulder blocks, whatever feels comfortable for you. We are gonna take our top strap, our front strap, onto our top foot. I'm on that same spring I just was. Extend your leg long over the front edge of the carriage, and now we just lift. Lifting through those obliques. Nice. We're not going to be in this position very long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep that waistline long. Bend your knee, press your leg out. Bend your knee, press your leg out. My foot is sliding above the front edge of the machine. I'm not allowing my heel to come back towards my glute. I see that a lot when I teach in-person sessions. I want you to imagine that you're pressing something firmly away from you. Good. 5, 4, 3. Shutting the car door when you're carrying heavy groceries, let's say. Last 2, and last 1. Now hold your leg out. I'm going to come down onto my headrest, and now we're going to do leg circles. Forward, up, around, and down. Forward, up, around, and down. You can do these up on your forearm. For me, I know on this level of spring, I would lose my side waist being higher up off the carriage. So that's why I'm choosing being down here. But you do you. If you want to stay up on your forearm and you can support that lower rib cage without letting it shift, just go ahead. Challenge yourself. Last 1. Now we reverse it. For 6, sweep it back. 5, 4, 3, and 1. Nice. Bend your knee. Take that strap off. Come up. Let's turn over. Up on the forearm or down on the upper arm. Lift your obliques wherever you are. Top foot goes in your strap. Extend your leg long, stack your hips. Your top foot is right over the front edge of your foot bar. Now we lift, 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 lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we bend and press. My knee is tracking slightly above the line of the spring. Or the rope. Pressing through the glute and the hamstring. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to come down. I'll show you one lifted circle and you can see what happens to my obliques. So if I hold this nice and tight and I go into my circle, I drop into my ribs. It's really hard for me to stay active, and so that's why I'd prefer to come down so that I can work in more proper form as opposed to doing, you know, shitty ones. 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 6, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bend your knee. Place your strap back. Let's come to standing next to the machine. I'm going to keep that one heavy spring on. I'm going to bring my hands down to my foot bar. I'm actually going to move my foot bar a little closer to me for this because I'm on the more petite side. And I'm going to bring my back foot up against my shoulder block. Back knee is fairly straight. Abdominals are pulled up and in. And then I'm just going to come back into my lunge and come back up. For now, I'm just trying not to touch the foot bar. Fingertips on is fine as well, but I'm trying not to rely on it. Front knee is over the front ankle. Four more. Press through that front heel to come back up. And one. Now stay out. Back knee is still lifted. See if you can bring your hands to your heart center. Now we're going to keep the carriage still and rotate over our front thigh and rotate center. And rotate over our front thigh and rotate center. For 4 and 3 and 2. Always one hand down is fine. Last one. Now stay in rotation. Tip your upper body forward and bend and straighten your back knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now listen, hands back to the foot bar. My back leg is straight. From here, I'm going to shift my weight forward into my hands, and I'm going to bring my outside leg back and then down. Outside leg goes back and down. Control that ankle weight if you have one of those on. For 5, 3, 2, and 1. I'm transitioning onto the carriage. The foot that was on the floor is going to the front edge of the carriage. The foot that was on that back shoulder block is shifting over to my opposite shoulder block. I'm going to elevate my front heel and bend my knees quite a lot. From here, I'm pressing the carriage out so my back leg can straighten and bending the knees in. Back knee is fairly low to the carriage to work that outside quad, that back quad. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both knees and pulse the hips down. Carriage is in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick straightening of both legs. Come down for a stretch. Careful. Hands on the foot bar. Take your outside foot down right in, by the foot bar. Inside foot against your shoulder block. Straighten that back leg out. Elevate the back knee. Tuck the tailbone under. Use those abdominals. From here, weight is in the front heel. We press out and in. Fingertips, one hand, or balancing. Four more. Two. Hold the carriage out, please. Rotate and center. Rotate and center. Knee is still tracking towards the center of the front foot. 3, 2. Now stay in rotation, hinge forward. Bend and straighten that back knee. 8, 7, 6, last 4, 3, whoa, 2, and 1. Hands to the foot bar. Press back into your lunge. As you come forward, shift your weight into your hands. Outside leg goes up and back. For 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1. Now we transition that foot onto the carriage. We shift over with our back foot to the other shoulder block. Bend both knees. Press the carriage out and in, straightening and bending the back leg. Back knee is close to the carriage. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come in, pulse the hips down. 8, 7, front heel is lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, turn around. Knees about an inch from the shoulder blocks. Grab onto your straps. Choke up on your ropes for a thigh stretch. Tailbone under, squeeze the glutes. Body's in one nice long line. Let's lean, extend the spine, close the ribs, and come up. Lean, extend, close, come up. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. And on this last one, take your back extension as far as you feel comfortable with. And come up. And hands down. And have a seat. And you guys are done. I hope you enjoyed that quick, effective lower body workout. Leave me a comment or question down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next. If you want more videos like this, join our exclusive members only community for more weekly videos. That join button is down below. And I will see you again soon. Thanks, guys.